BBC news presenter, who just before going on air gave the camera the finger as a joke, but didn't realise she'd left it too late, went onto the air. Quite funny. She's had to apologise, all that. That somebody at the Tory official website has put a picture of her up. I think there it is. We're blurring out the offending part. You know, it's a finger, folks. Anyway, somebody from the Tory Central Office, official Tory tweet, there it is, saying this is the response you get from Labour when you ask them what they'll do about the migrant crisis, which is, to my mind, is quite funny. Immediately, you've sort of got all these MPs go, take that down, this is beneath us. Others saying, no, it's very funny, leave it up there.
The new hill to die on.
Come on, grow up, it's just a tweet. But what is wrong with them?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the thing with CCHQ, is that they are, you know, they're often paralysed by sort of this fear of getting something wrong. So they play it very, very safe. But occasionally they'll come out with a tweet like this that actually Twitter loves that kind of thing. You know, they'll go crazy for it. You know, the Conservative Party's doing something a bit feisty. Oh, look at that. It's going to get them a load of engagement, whether it's good or bad politically and as a sort of social media strategy. It's a sort of sensible thing to do. But then, of course, then you get the backlash from all of this sort of extremely pious sort of ridiculous MPs.
This belittles us. This is beneath us. Oh, for God's sake. Do you really think that we all hold you in such high esteem that our view of you will be diminished?
Pretty sure that's not the thing that's going to be losing you votes. Just suggesting.
Yeah, just saying.
Sticking on the topic of migration, though, broadly speaking, it's interesting, isn't it, to see what is going on around Europe. And we're very bad, actually, at casting an eye on what happens on the continent of Europe. We just sort of ignore them and then think whenever we do something it's extreme. It's pretty much why we left.
We're
not really in Europe, are we? We're our own little continent separated by sea. But what is interesting to see is how many countries are now toughening up their borders. And Germany's seen its illegal migration drop because they've suddenly gone, right, we're going to do border checks now, along with 11 other countries in Schengen.
And that's the thing, like you say, that it's OK when you're on mainland Europe because they're kind of almost protected by this sort of collective responsibility. That's like, oh, well, you know, if the EU's doing it, if Europe's doing it, you know, they've probably got sensible reasons for doing it. But over here in the little UK, our media just, you know, the left-wing media, they just absolutely tear things apart when any kind of suggestion is made along these lines.
As soon as we do something semi-right-wing and then people get upset about it, you go, yeah, but Germany and France are doing it. And then all the sort of Europhiles go...
Another question here is, would be interesting to hear what you think, Rebecca. Alex and I were talking earlier, saying, well, wait a second, this was about sort of 3 months ago. Germany finally said, oh, you know what, we've got a real migrant crisis here. Let's toughen up our borders. Let's ask more questions of people coming in. And what has happened? Their migrant crisis has virtually disappeared. The numbers coming across their borders has plummeted. Why can't we do this?
Exactly. Well, this is the thing that's so frustrating. And the fact that we've got that sort of the middle class in this country looks at Germany, looks at France and sees them as a sort of so progressive and so liberal. But actually, they're not. You know, they're no more, you know, progressive and liberal than the UK at all. And when they feel they need to make a stand, they will make a stand.
Also, Netherlands. I mean, what's going on there? You know, Geert Wilders, the most right-wing politician to walk Europe's land for a long time.
It's very interesting.
It is super interesting.
So
there'll be someone coming out of the jungle soon, is all I'm saying, Kev.